ladies and gentlemen, it's my honor and privilege to be back to IIT Kanpur, the very place where I was once a student. I started my journey of engineering from here. Friends, as I stand before you, I am deeply filled with gratitude and enthusiasm to share my story, my experiences and my insights that have shaped the way I have come a long way. Today, we'll talk about technology, we'll talk about entrepreneurship, we'll talk about magic. In between, I'll show you how technology, entrepreneurship and magic are connected. Okay, it seems very different, right? But I'll try to show you the connections. But before I do that, I'll give you a brief introduction about myself. So I came to Kanpur in year 2000, did my undergrad. I was a W student, electrical engineering student. Professor Venkatesh was my professor at that point in time. I'm so glad I'm staying in touch with him ever since. Okay? He was also my final year project advisor. And we got the best BTP project award in 2004. So sir, thank you so much. We also filed a patent for that idea that we worked on. And after I did my undergrad, I went to South Korea to do my master's. It's very unconventional, right, for people to go to South Korea. Most people go to either US or stay in India. I chose to go to South Korea because Samsung came to our campus that time. And they promised me that I would be getting a chance to work on cutting edge technologies. So I went to Korea to work at Samsung. I did my master's in South Korea, again in EE. And I learned a lot of theory at IIT. A lot of theory was all well taught to me. In the SNU in Korea, in Seoul University, I learned to really work on practical projects. All the projects that I worked on in my master's duration were sponsored by Samsung. And I'm one of the few engineers who proudly say that I studied engineering and then I practiced engineering. Most people, they'll study engineering and go to do my MBA, right? But I'm very proud of that fact that I studied engineering, I did my master's, and I worked at Samsung for 4 years as an engineer, as a hardcore engineer. And my focus was on making TVs thin. In 2006 or around that time, TVs were this fat, this thick. So I was working on projects to make TV thinner. By the time I left my engineering job at Samsung, the TV was finger slim. Okay? Of course, it was a teamwork. A lot of people worked on that. And I was a circuit engineer. I used to work on circuits that made TV thinner. Now, after I did my engineering, I went for my MBA to US, to Harvard. And there, I learned that it's not about solving questions. It's about asking the right questions. Okay? So I learned that way of thinking. And I always started thinking, how do I ask the right questions? And that is how I grew up. And after my MBA, I came back to Samsung, worked in management team of Samsung in the innovation marketing team. And that is when I got introduced to magic, right? Because innovation and magic have a lot of similarities, right? You know how? A good innovation. When you see a good innovation, what do you say? Wow. When you see a good magic, what do you say? Wow. And it's all about making the consumers wowed, right? So I drew a lot of inspiration from the world of magic to build innovative products for Samsung. In my journey at Samsung, I was an inventor on around 50 plus patents, US patents. Okay? And in 2017, my work at Samsung got spun off to a new company called TagHive. 2017, okay? Since last 6 years, I'm relentlessly working on my project TagHive. And I'll tell you more about it, what we do in a moment, but it has been an exciting journey. How many of you in the room want to do a startup? Oh, that's amazing. How many in the room want to go and work for a big company? Okay, fair balance. How many of you want to do a master's or PhD? Okay, so I see the ratio is 50, 40 and 10, okay? For 50% of the folks want to do a startup, 40% want to work in a big company, and 10% want to do your master's or PhD, which is a good combination. Now we'll come back to the topic. So as we today take a journey to the world of technology and entrepreneurship, with a focus on magic, I was thinking, how do I really show you guys the three sort of pieces and combine them well? I thought of using three lenses or three elements to connect the two. Connect all the three elements, okay? Technology, entrepreneurship, and magic. I'll talk about three keywords today. And each keyword, I'll show you how technology, entrepreneurship are connected. And also I'll display a magic trick. So today we will have three magic tricks. And I have the best magic tricks saved for the last, okay? I can bet you'll have fun. The first keyword is evolution. Evolution. I mean, throughout history, we have seen technology getting evolved, right? From the invention of wheels to printing press, to more recently, internet, and now chat GPT, right? Technological advancements have made our lives very different and more easy, more effective, more productive, right? But it is only the beginning. So much more is yet to come. So evolution is something that is very common. In my journey as an entrepreneur, also I've realized that evolution is a very, very important thing to keep in mind. So I started my company with the idea of making toys smart. I have two kids. So I wanted to build something for my kids. And my kids were small that time. They used to love playing with toys. So I thought, let me build something that makes toys smart. I built that product. I did some business. I made some revenue, but the toy industry in general was in a declining mode. It was not growing. So I had to pivot. I had to evolve. Now imagine you are working on something for 2 years and then you are told or you think you have to pivot, right? It takes courage, right? So we did evolve. We moved from toy domain to education domain. Now we did not completely evolve in that a lot of ideas that we had built, a lot of things that we had learned while building product for the toy market, we used many of those in the education product that we have built. But we had the courage to evolve. Okay? It's very, very important that we embrace change. We learn from our experiences. That is how we can stay up to the mark and stay relevant. So as we always say, don't love the solution, love the problem. The solutions can change, problems will stay the same. Very important. Now it's time for a small magic. Okay, are you excited? I got certification in magic in 2014, 9 years ago. And I practiced magic, when I was at Samsung. But after I started my company, I didn't have much time to practice. And I'm glad because of Techkriti, this event, I got a chance to relook at magic and start practicing. So I hope I'll continue to pursue magic more frequently going forward. So I have 3 cards. 1, 2, and 3. 3 cards. See that? 3 cards. See the cards? 3 cards in my hand. Please remember these 3 cards. Quickly. In your mind? 3 cards. Can I have a volunteer, please? Yes, can you please stand up? What was the first card? 6 of spades. Amazing. Wonderful. Round of applause, please. What is second card? Can I have another volunteer, please? Thank you so much. Second card. Yes, sir. Diamonds of 6. Okay. We'll keep it here. Third card. Please stand. You can stand. Third card. Any volunteers? Yes, sir. 6 of clubs. Yeah, thank you. So I have 6 of spades and 6 of clubs in my hand, right? But the second card, which you said was 6 of diamond. Are you sure? 100%? Yes. I'm really sorry. It has changed to heart of 6. So just like you saw the card, please have a seat. Thank you so much. Just like you saw the card changed, right? We should always be willing to test our assumptions and be ready to change and transform depending on the situation, right? Always think, how can I stay ahead of the curve? This is how we can actually grow and beat the competition. The second keyword for today is connection. Connection. The first keyword was evolution. The second keyword is connection. And the power of connection in the space of technology and entrepreneurship cannot be underestimated, right? With advancements like in technologies like IoT, you know IoT? IoT, 6G, 5G connectivity, it has completely changed the way we interact, right? We can talk to anybody around the world on a video call. It has changed the ways we collaborate, we share ideas. You know, and going forward, we will see much more amazing things happening, right? We'll see avatars coming in. So technology is going to be built around connectivity, okay? Even our product, Class Saathi, at Tag Hive, is centered around connection. What we do at Tag Hive is we try to build products that connect teachers and students. In a classroom like this, imagine in a classroom like this, teachers want to connect with every student. Is it possible? Very difficult, right? Because teachers have a set amount of time they want to spend. And we work with primary schools and secondary schools in India. We have ensured that with our technology, that connection is established and teacher is connected to every student all the time in a classroom setting. Isn't it magic? I'll show you briefly what that product is so that you get a sense of it. This is a small video from our work with a school in Bangalore. So you saw that product, that small device in the student's hand. That is the IoT-like device that we have built. And we have a software that runs on the teacher's smartphone or on the computer. So imagine when teachers have taught something in the class, they can ask a question and everybody in the classroom can respond. And teachers can get that data right away, you know, to see what is the level of understanding of the students. And imagine this data being collected every day. Teachers can use the data to give homeworks. They can use the data to give assignments, tests, right? So all of that power has been enabled with our product, Class Saathi. Right now, Class Saathi is being used in over 4,000 classrooms across India and South Korea. By the way, our company is based in South Korea and also in India, and we are always looking for good talent to join us. So in the audience, if you are looking at an internship or a full-time job, please do let us know, okay? Always willing to talk to smart minds and see how we can grow together. Moving on, you know, in my journey at Tag Hive, I've also realized that connections have played a very vital role. You know, be it connections with mentors, with investors, or with fellow entrepreneurs. You know, we always get so much resources, so many ideas to really stay relevant and move forward with good pace. We've done that. Now I would like to show you a better magic, you know, a little bit upgraded version of magic to show you the power of connection. Now for that, I need a volunteer on the stage. Can I have a show of hand? A volunteer on the stage? Yes, sir. Now, I know that when people come on the stage, they come with the mind, I will try to trick this guy, right? I will try to do something. Okay? Please, what's your name? Shreyas. Thank you so much, Shreyas. Can we have a round of applause for Shreyas? So Shreyas, which year are you?
Second year.
Second year. Great. So I have something for you. But before we go there, I want to ensure that we establish connectivity. Okay. So I will do a few actions and you have to repeat after me, okay? Are we connected? No, not yet. You want to do more? Yeah. Okay, we are connected, I think. I'll give you a deck of cards. Hold on. Please check it out. Okay, check it out. Oh, he's shuffling it already now. Oh, it's crazy. Big hands, huh? Good, good, good. So Shreyas, I want you to pick any one card. Any one card. Just pick any one card. Okay? You can change your card if you want. You don't. Don't show it to the audience right now. Just choose any one card. Just keep it to yourself for a moment. Okay? And can you flip this card like this? Just hold it like this and put that card opposite. Yeah. This is good, right? Yeah. So audience doesn't know which card it is, right? Can you just hold it like this? So as Shreyas was doing this, I have another deck of cards where something magical has happened. Something similar has happened. You want to change your card, by the way? Are you sure?
Yeah.
Pakka?
Yeah.
Okay. I have another deck of cards here. Something similar has happened. I'll show it to you. So you see the cards? There's only one card that is flipped perhaps. There's only one card that is flipped here. You see that card? You see one card flipped? Now what we will do is Shreyas, he chose the card. I gave him the chance to change the card, right? He said, no, I don't want to change the card. I went there, took that another card, but because we are connected, right? Magical things have happened. And what we will do is, both Shreyas and myself will flip the card together. Okay? Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Yep. Thank you so much.
Thanks, sir. That is all right.
So I'm getting better, right? The first magic was okay, second was getting a little bit better. So in again magic, you don't say how, you say wow. Very, very important. So guys, as you can see, connection plays a very important role in both in technology and entrepreneurship. By making connections, by fostering partnerships, by leveraging the power of technology such as IoT and 5G, 6G, we can really grow faster, stay relevant, and create a lasting impact. Okay? Now, last keyword that I want to share with you today is, my slides are not in sync with my thing, but anyway, the last keyword I want to talk to you about is imagination. Imagination. So far we talked about evolution, which is about embracing change to stay relevant. We talked about connection, which is about establishing partnerships, right? And the last element, which I really personally like the most, is imagination. Imagination, why? Because imagination is the lifeblood of innovation. It is the lifeblood of innovation which allows us to imagine new possibilities. If you use the right technology, we can actually use imagination to break the barriers of our reality and do amazing stuff. Folks, don't take it easy. Imagination has so much power that you can make impossible possible. Let's go back in time to say 1600s or 1500s. If people said that, hey, people who are thousands of kilometers apart can talk to each other and see each other. Would that be a crazy idea? Yes, right? If people said, hey, people can fly, would that be a crazy idea? But today it's possible, right? Because people imagined that. People imagined that and they started building technologies to make that happen. And then we get better every day. Even ChatGPT, for example. In my personal life, I've been blown away with two technologies so far, or two ideas that I've seen myself. One was social network, and second is ChatGPT. Right? How many of you have tried ChatGPT? Of course, everybody. Right? Everybody, right? Maybe this morning you have tried again, right? It's amazing, right? It's so personalized. It's like your personal assistant. Somebody imagined that, right? It's possible today. Even in entrepreneurship, it is very important to imagine. Because the idea of entrepreneurship is to create something that is not there. Imagine if big companies could do everything, then why would startups be required? Startups are relevant because they can imagine what big companies cannot imagine. Or because startups want to imagine that big companies cannot imagine or don't want to imagine. Right? That is why we say startups is about risks. It's about imagining a new future. It's about doing things that you care about. That is why startups are important. Right? In our journey at Tag Hive, we have built Class Saathi that you saw. We are imagining new possibilities. For example, I think, how do I make Class Saathi the equivalent of a blackboard in a classroom? A blackboard, right? A blackboard is very useful in the classroom. It is every day it is used, right? So we want to make Class Saathi the equivalent of a blackboard so that it's used daily and is useful. For that, we talk to customers, we talk to our users, and we try to imagine new possibilities every day. A lot of iterations happen. And I think one day we'll get there. So we have to keep on imagining. Now, I want to demonstrate the idea of imagination with a magical demonstration. Are you ready? I have a table there. Table is there, right? Can you think that table can fly? On its own? On its own? I have no wireless, nothing like that. But the table is something magical. So when I think about this magic, I have also tried to improvise a lot in my own ways to make the magic more meaningful. Many times I've failed. Oh, this does not work. So I've tried to do a few things today. Maybe it does not work. I don't know, but we will see. So let me start the magic. So guys, I'm really glad that it worked out because I left both the hands. This is the new thing I tried this time. So again, I'm imagining more, right? Imagining more how to make it better. And what happens is when I imagine how to make this magic more meaningful, more smart, more wow, I get a lot of ideas in my own journey as an entrepreneur. Because entrepreneurship is about challenging assumptions. And that is what I learned with magic. It's about imagining new realities. And that is what I learned from magic. So folks, we really think that imagination has the power to create extraordinary experiences and make impossible feats possible. So as we end our journey today, we talked about three things. We talked about evolution, we talked about connection, we talked about imagination. So as we end our journey today, I encourage you all to unleash the full potential of your imagination. Unleash the full potential of your imagination. Be courageous to take risks and evolve and forge connections so that you can create your own magic. And as I leave you today, I would like to again express my deepest gratitude to IIT Kanpur and to all of you for coming here in this afternoon time, the nap time, and listening to me and allowing me to share my story and experiences. There's one thing I really want to share before I rest my case, and that is, in this world, we all, I think, this world is a big canvas. This world is a big canvas waiting for our brush strokes. Okay? This world is a big canvas waiting for our brush strokes. And it is upon us to paint this world with imagination, with innovation, and with growth, and with boundless possibilities. So thank you so much, folks. And I hope we all are able to find the magic within ourselves. Thank you very much.